Investing in real estate with other people's money. I bet you're wondering, is this even possible? How can I even get other people to give me money to invest in real estate? Well, it's definitely not as hard or as complicated as you think it is. In fact, I find that it can be quite fun and fulfilling all at the same time. So let me tell you exactly how to do it. Let's go. I'm gonna tell you the real secret to using other people's money to buy and sell real estate and make large lump sums of cash in the process using somebody else's money. I'm gonna share with you some secrets on how to do this and reduce your personal risk in the process. And I'm gonna give you some insider tips on how to find the best properties so that you can actually make a big profit so you don't end up with just a bunch of debt. So let me tell you about real estate investing, because this is the true thing. You want to get other people's money so that you can start making money as a real estate investor. One of the things that I realized when I first started in real estate, I was not thinking like an investor. So I started investing in real estate around 2002, 2003. I literally was working a job. I lived in Atlanta and I was fixing and flipping properties on the side. I did everything wrong. I overpaid for properties. I paid retail prices for them. I fix and flip properties using stuff from Home Depot. Like, I did everything wrong that you could imagine. So of course, when everything crashed down in 2008, 2009, I ended up bankrupt, foreclosed, and back in my parents' basement with terrible credit and no money. So real estate investing had been very, very terrible for me, but it was because I was not thinking like a real estate investor. I thought because I was fixing and flipping houses that I was thinking like a real estate investor, but that definitely was not the case. A true real estate investor does not think like a civilian. A good real estate investor seeks out property problems. They try to find people that are having an issue with their property, that are having, in foreclosure or behind on their payments or in bankruptcy or, just have a situation with a property or it's dilapidated, it's falling apart. They can't afford it. You basically want to find people that are having an issue with their property, target those people and start to get those properties for yourself. This way you will be paying below market prices for them, okay? So if you find properties that are just listed for sale and the house is all nice and ready to go, most likely that person wants retail value for that property. But if you found someone that was in a financially distressful situation, like they're behind on their mortgage and they're about to get foreclosed on, that person is going to be thinking a lot differently, and you can think a lot differently. You're going to be able to help that person fix their credit, take over those payments, get them out of that property that they can't afford. And in the process, you're going to be able to make money off that property. Either you're going to be able to fix and flip it, or you're going to flip that contract over to an investor and you're going to pick up $5,000 or $10,000, or you're going to turn that property into a rental property and start making cash flow off of it every single month. So in other words, you want to start thinking differently. Real estate investors do not look at homes the same way that civilians do. We don't care about what school district it's in, and it doesn't have a picket fence, and I wanted to have this many bedrooms and all this other stuff. You start to think differently. You start to seek out people that are having an issue with their property, and then you become a solution to that problem, and you will make money in the process. So that is the way Noelle does things. I just wanted to give you that information. So now let's get into the fun part. So here's the fun part. Like I said, you're going to be targeting people that have an issue, but this is super easy to do. I know it sounds crazy, probably sounds very difficult, but let me tell you how easy it was, because I had really missed the boat. Like I said, after I had, lost everything, it's 2009, I'm back in Connecticut, I'm living in my parents' basement with my kids, I'm trying to go to school, I have no money, I got bad credit, things were not going well for Noelle. So how I started to turn this around was I educated myself. I got a coach and he taught me about this problem solver concept. And at the time, it was 2009, 2010, there were tons of people that were in the same situation that I had been in, where I had lost my house, I had lost my job, I couldn't pay for stuff. So he told me, instead of letting those people go into foreclosure like you did and end up back in their parents' basement, why don't you start targeting them, letting them know that we can help them, and then we can flip those properties and start making money off of them. Boom. That was a game changer for me. So one of the things that we started doing, of course, was sending out letters to people that were behind on their mortgage payment. We started to go on court websites. I found people that were, they had filed notices of default for them. People couldn't pay their bills. And this was all right there in public records. And so I was able to pull those lists, call those people up, send them letters. I put out signs, signs that said, "Are you behind on your mortgage?" Just things like that. Started targeting people that were having a property problem. And then my phone just started ringing in with leads. And then I turned all of those leads into money, let me tell you. So now let's talk about how you use other people's money to accomplish all of this. So like I said, you're going to start targeting people that are having issues. And one of the ways that you're going to use other people's money to actually get those properties under your control, where you literally now have rental properties, is by building business credit. You can easily create a business entity, get an EIN, get a phone number, all of these things really simple. I made a video just for you. I'll put a link here so that you can watch that whole video, and it'll teach you exactly how to quickly build business credit and have funds for your business, $5,000, $10,000 in a matter of weeks. Then you have this marketing going, your phone is ringing, people are calling you. All you now have to do is use that business funds, all those business credit cards, business lines of credits, all that stuff, all that money that you now have in your business's name. You use that to get those properties under your control. And again, you can either keep those properties or you can wholesale them to different people and pick up $5,000, $10,000. You can fix and flip them. You can use your business credit and your business funds for the rehab and the renovation, or you can use them to help fix up the properties and then keep them as rental properties. Easy. It's just that simple. So this is how we're going to leverage other people's money to use for real estate investing. Okay, so now let me give you a bonus tip, a super secret way on how to use other people's money. So one of them, like I said, is business credit, getting business funds, getting business credit card, business lines of credit, all of those things in your business's name. Another new way is crowdfunding. So you literally can create your own real estate crowd fund. I literally did the exact same thing. I launched the company in February of 2020. We've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars and will actually have $1 million in the next few months. What we were doing, all we did was go to TrueCrowd, that's TruCrowd, TrueCrowd. You literally can go there right now, truecrowd.com, and you can look up my company, Nuurez, Nuurez. It's a company that we created just for unaccredited investors, where people can put in as little as $500, and I will literally go buy those properties. I'll use my expertise and I'll use my team. We purchase properties like the one that you're looking at. We put them on sites like Airbnb. We have corporate housing. We have vacation rentals. We have a ton of different ways to make money with real estate. And it's even more powerful because we're pooling all of our money together. Literally, people have put in just $500. And like I said, we have hundreds of thousands. Okay? And so we're able to scale on a much bigger level. I'm able to leverage other people's money. Other people are able to leverage my expertise, my team, my years of experience. And instead of me doing one deal at a time, I now can do tens and dozens of deals at a time. And this is all from the power of crowdfunding. So this is something that you can do. You can invest in mine. Again, go to truecrowd.com, look into Nuurez. You can see exactly what we're doing. It's all governed through the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. That's a regulatory body. That's an oversight, of the crowd fund. So you can see that. It's all legal, all legitimate. And this is something that you can invest in, or you can create your own. You literally can copy and model exactly what I've done. I made up a system where I've made all of these different ways for people to invest, for people to submit properties and make money, for people to, use us as a strategic partner, and we manage the properties for them. Or if you have properties, you can submit those properties and make money. Like, we've just given you a ton of different ways to make money, and crowdfunding is the key. We're able to get a bunch of strangers together, literally, and we have a trust because we know it's governed through the SEC to make sure that all of the money is going towards income producing properties, and we all share the benefits. It's an amazing bonus. Most people don't know anything about this. I'm happy to share this with you guys, and I want you to do the exact same thing. Either you invest in mine, or you get your own, or do both. I have a ton of students that are doing both. Whatever works for you, I'm okay with. Okay, so this is how you invest in real estate with other people's money. You can use business credit, you can use credit cards, you can use private money, you can use co-workers, you can now even use crowdfunding. That is the new, improved, easiest, one of the safest ways to invest in real estate for just a little bit of money. and make a profit. Check out ours again at nuurez.com. That's NUUREZ.com. I want to make sure you have all the tools, all the knowledge, and all the resources that you need to be successful. This is Noelle, to your success.